Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Travis.
And I'm Nicole.
And if you're getting ready to set sail on your Royal Caribbean cruise, you might be wondering, what should I pack? Well, today we've got you covered because we're sharing 10 things that you should definitely pack for your Royal Caribbean cruise. From smart essentials to unexpected must-haves, everything that we're going to go over will make your cruise that much better and your day that much more fun. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned sailor, these are things that we never cruise without, so let's jump into it. So the first thing that we think you should pack for your Royal Caribbean cruise is medicine. More specifically, is medicines that you might need on your Royal Caribbean cruise. So this could be Pepto-Bismol for an upset stomach, cold medicine, nasal spray, KT tape for sore muscles, pain relievers, and most importantly, you have stuff like Dramamine for seasickness, especially if you get motion sick like I do. And the reason why we think you should bring this stuff is going on a cruise is not like a normal vacation. There isn't a convenience store on every single corner where you can just run in and grab this stuff. If there is a convenience store on your ship, chances are this stuff is going to be very expensive, and more than likely the ship is going to ask you to go down to the medical center to get it. So in our opinion, with this stuff, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
In addition to any medication, cold medicine, things like that we talked about, you also want to bring your toiletries, which is essential for any trip, but there are a couple things to keep in mind on a cruise. Depending on your cabin level, unless you are in a suite, what they give you in the bathroom is going to be an all-in-one shampoo, we'll call it conditioner, and body wash gel. And that's all that you will have. So we do definitely recommend, especially if you have long hair, bring your own body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. You also need face wash, and of course, your deodorant, toothpaste, all that kind of normal stuff. But that all-in-one is it's not going to take the place of the conditioner. So bring your own if you need it. And then we also always make sure that we bring sanitizing wipes and hand sanitizer, just so we can wipe down our hands before we eat, or any, remotes, doorknobs, things like that in the room. The next thing that we recommend bringing on, honestly, any trip, but most importantly, a cruise, since that's what we're talking about today, are packing cubes and organization for your luggage. So I bring multiple different packing cubes on every trip. That way it makes it super easy to just throw these in the drawers and you don't have to actually unpack. And then organization for any cosmetics, makeup, jewelry, all that good stuff can fit in here. It actually fits a lot, and it can even hang on the back of the door. So super handy. Bring that with me on every vacation.
The next thing that we recommend bringing on your Royal Caribbean cruise is some sort of power converter. And the reason for this is most modern cruise ships do not have a lot of outlets in their rooms. A lot of them don't even have outlets near the bed. You usually only get 2 in the main area, unless you're on Icon or Utopia, and then there's a little bit more. But there's usually always a European outlet, and what we like to bring is a European outlet converter, which converts 220 into 110, and then we can plug in a couple USB-A's and a couple USB-C's to charge all of our devices like iPads, cell phones, computers, and cameras and that sort of stuff. The other option is to get something that has a standard American plug on it, so it gives you another outlet, and then also has a couple more USBs. Make sure you do not get anything that has multiple standard American plugs on it, or anything with power surge or an extension cable. All that stuff is not allowed on Royal Caribbean ships.
The next thing that we recommend you bring with you on any vacation or cruise is going to be wrinkle release spray. So whenever you're packing all of your clothes in your luggage, especially for formal nights, it tends to get wrinkly, and Royal Caribbean ships do not offer any laundry or ironing rooms that are self-serve. The only way to get that is to pay for them to do it for you. So save some money and bring this instead so that you can freshen up your clothes before formal night.
Now let's talk a little bit about clothing and what you should bring on your Royal Caribbean cruise. So there are themed nights on Royal Caribbean cruises. They range from Caribbean night, white night, red night, and then even dress your best night, which this is definitely my best. And there are cruise compasses on the ships, but before your cruise, you can actually search the internet for cruise compass and then your ship, let's say Mariner of the Seas, and up here it'll tell you which theme nights there are on the ship. So make sure you check which theme nights are on your ship and then pack accordingly so you can be part of the cool kids on your cruise.
Next up, we're going to talk about what you should bring on your cruise to drink. So you might be getting a deluxe beverage package, and maybe then you won't bring anything with you, but for those of us that either don't want to spend the money or just don't really drink all that much and don't see the value in a beverage package, you can bring things on board with you. So what we usually bring is a pack of energy drinks, because I may or may not be addicted to caffeine. You can also bring a case of soda. So it does have to be a 12 pack, and the cans can be no more than 16 ounces. So it does have to be small bottles. You can also bring 1 bottle of wine per adult in your stateroom. If you don't want to carry these things because they're bulky, they are kind of heavy, the other option is they do make energy drink packets or your water flavor enhancers. So this way you can just get a glass of ice water from wherever, the buffet, the dining room, and just carry this with you instead and make your own beverages just how you like them. And then if you are going to do that, I would recommend bring a cup so you can refill, bring it back to the room, and then have it for the rest of the day.
Let's talk about more clothing related stuff you should bring, and that is layers. Now I know what you're saying, I'm going on a Caribbean cruise. All I need is a bathing suit and a t-shirt. But one thing you should know is that even in the Caribbean and warm climates, in the ocean, when you're on the ocean, way away from sea, it does get cold or chilly. We highly recommend bringing layers with you. This could be anywhere from a light jacket, a heavier sweatshirt, lighter pullovers and quarter zips, and even like lighter long sleeve shirts. And of course, a rain jacket, because it does rain a lot at sea. And then if you get hot, you can just take it off. You don't have to worry about being overly hot or overly cold on your cruise. So make sure you bring layers on your cruise.
The next tip that we have for you, if you watched our Cozumel video, you already know where we're going with this. Cash. Make sure on your cruise that you have cash with you. Whether you're going to the Caribbean and you're going to take out US dollars, or you're going to Europe and then you want to take out some euros, make sure that you have physical cash on hand, because a lot of places, especially in Cozumel, things like that, taxis do not take credit cards, they only take cash. You can also use it to tip the crew for excellent service, and in the casino. The ships do have ATMs. However, they usually charge a fee of about $7 each time you use them. So just take it out before you go. All right, so this is the last item that we recommend that you pack for your cruise, which is items for your shore excursions. This is going to depend on what part of the world you are going to and what ports you are going to. So always make sure that you check the weather for that time of year and any excursions that you have booked, because in the description of the excursions, it will usually tell you things that you must or should bring, like for instance, hiking pants, hiking shoes, athletic shoes, whatever the case may be. And if you are going on a Caribbean cruise, these are some of the must-haves. It is going to be your sunscreen, sunglasses, hats to protect yourself from the sun, a cover-up, swimsuit, sandals, and then of course, a beach bag or a backpack to bring it all with you, because you will be bringing towels off the ship, and we also recommend that you bring bottles of water, especially during the summer. It is very hot, so stay hydrated.
And there you have it. Those are our 10 things that we think you should pack for every single Royal Caribbean cruise. If you have any questions about the stuff that we went over, or you have some things that we didn't mention, make sure you leave those in the comments section below. If you'd like to support our channel and you like this video, make sure you
like this video
and subscribe to our channel for more. If you need us, we'll be up in the Windjammer. I'm Travis.
And I'm Nicole.
Thanks so much for watching.